Professional cleaners would never clean their houses the way you clean yours, and honestly, they probably charge you double just for the emotional damage of watching you work. I'm about to tell you all the things that actual professionals refuse to do because they know it's a waste of time, money, or just criminally stupid. And yeah, you're doing approximately all of these right now. Buckle up, Buttercup. Number one, professionals never clean without a plan. You just wake up one day, look at your disaster of a living room, and start randomly attacking surfaces like a caffeinated squirrel with commitment issues. That's not cleaning, that's an interpretive dance with a spray bottle. Professional cleaners walk into a space, assess the situation like a general surveying a battlefield, and execute a specific plan every single time. They start at one point and work methodically around the room. Top to bottom, left to right, nothing gets missed, nothing gets cleaned 17 times because they forgot they already did it. Meanwhile, you're bouncing around like a pinball. You clean the toilet, then you're like, oh wait, the mirror. Then you're back at the counter because you have the attention span of a goldfish on espresso. You're not cleaning, you're doing cardio with extra steps. Get a system, literally any system. Pick a corner, start there. Move in one direction until you're done. This is kindergarten level instruction, but apparently it's needed because you're out here treating cleaning like an improv exercise. Professionals save time because they're not running laps around their bathroom, but you do you. Number two, professionals never use dirty tools. They would literally set themselves on fire before cleaning a counter with a sponge that's actively decomposing. You know why? Because using a filthy sponge to clean is like using a muddy towel to dry off after a shower. You're not accomplishing anything except lying to yourself. Professional cleaners replace or sanitize their tools religiously. That sponge you've been using since the Obama administration, they would be physically ill looking at it. They call it a hazmat team. They'd hold a small funeral for it and then throw it in the garbage where it belongs. But you're still out here using cleaning tools that have achieved sentience and are plotting against you. If your sponge smells like it died, it did. Throw it away. Stop arguing with me about this. You're not cleaning anything with it. You're just giving bacteria a nice little tour of your kitchen. Professionals know this. That's why their houses don't smell like a locker room left in the sun. Number three, professionals never mix cleaning products like they're auditioning for a chemistry show. You're under your sink combining bleach and ammonia like you're trying to create a new life form or possibly a war crime. Mixing random products because more chemicals equals more clean. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Professionals pick one product that works and use it correctly. They read labels, which I know is a shocking concept. They don't create science experiments that could potentially evacuate the neighborhood. They definitely don't combine 5 different cleaners on the same surface and then act confused when it either does nothing or eats through the finish. One product, one surface. Use it correctly. Put it away. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel when the wheel already knows and works perfectly fine. You're not going to discover the next miracle cleaner by mixing your toilet bowl gel with your window spray. You're just going to create toxic fumes and possibly a news story. Number four, professionals never work harder when they could work smarter, but you're not out here scrubbing like you're trying to sand down the surface with your bare hands. You're putting in so much elbow grease, you're basically doing CrossFit in your bathroom. Meanwhile, professional cleaners are sitting back, checking their phones, letting chemistry do the work for them like the geniuses they are. They spray the cleaner, walk away, make a sandwich, contemplate life choices, come back and wipe. Everything comes off easily because the product had time to break down the grime. But you spray and immediately attack it like the grime personally insulted your family. You're scrubbing, sweating, wondering why this is so hard, while professionals are laughing at you from the afterlife. Let the cleaner sit. That's what it's designed to do. The bottle literally says, let's sit for 5 to 10 minutes. But you can't read and you can't wait, so you scrub until your arm is about to fall off. Then you wonder why professionals make it look easy. It's because they're not trying to prove their worth through suffering. Number five, professionals never ignore high touch surfaces while deep cleaning nonsense. You're over here scrubbing the grout in your shower with a toothbrush like you're preparing for a military inspection, while your light switches look like they've been touched by 1,000 greasy hands, which they have been. Your doorknobs are sticky, your cabinet handles have mystery substances on them. But sure, focus on that baseboard that literally nobody will ever look at. Professionals prioritize the things humans actually touch: light switches, doorknobs, cabinet pulls, faucets, toilet handles, the plague vectors of your home. These get cleaned first because they're disgusting and everyone's dirty hands are all over them all day long. But you're out here polishing decorative objects that haven't been touched since you bought them, while your refrigerator handle could probably be classified as a biohazard. Clean the gross stuff first. Then, if you haven't collapsed from exhaustion, you can clean your decorative nonsense. But if you're skipping toilet handles to dust your ceiling fan, your priorities are more backwards than your cleaning technique. Number 6. Professionals never use the same cloth on every surface in their house, but you absolutely do because apparently cross contamination isn't real in your world. You're using the same rag on your toilet, your bathroom sink, your kitchen counter, and probably your face at this point. You've basically just given every germ in your bathroom a free pass to your food prep area. Congratulations, you're a one person disease transmission network. Professional cleaners would rather quit their jobs than use a toilet cloth on a kitchen counter. They color code their cloths, they have systems, they understand basic biology. You're out here playing bacterial roulette with one sad gray rag that's seen things, terrible things. Get multiple cloths. Use different ones for bathrooms and kitchens. Wash them after you use them, not 3 weeks later when they've evolved into a new species. This is literally Health Class 101. But here we are having this conversation like adults. Number 7. Professionals never leave a room without doing a final check because they have something called pride in their work. You finish cleaning, immediately flee the scene like you're escaping a crime, and then 5 minutes later you walk back in and notice you completely missed an entire counter. Or there's cleaner residue all over the mirror, or you forgot the toilet exists. Professionals take 10 seconds, 10 whole seconds, to look around and make sure they didn't completely botch the job. They check for streaks, missed spots, and obvious disasters. Then they leave, confident in their work. You just assumed you did great, pat yourself on the back, and then discover you basically accomplished nothing. Turn around, look at the room, use your eyeballs. See anything you missed? Fix it now before you put everything away and have to drag it all back out. This is basic quality control, but you're operating on vibes and hope. Number 8. Professionals never clean in an unventilated room because they enjoy breathing and having functional lungs. You're in your bathroom with the door closed, windows sealed, no fan, spraying industrial chemicals like you're fumigating the entire house. You're basically hotboxing yourself with Clorox, slowly losing brain cells, wondering why you feel dizzy. It's the fumes, genius. You're poisoning yourself. Open a window, turn on a fan, open the door, let oxygen enter the space. Professionals understand that slowly suffocating on cleaning product fumes is bad, actually, but you're in there going full gas chamber on yourself like it's a badge of honor. I can taste the bleach. Shouldn't be a thing you're experiencing. If you can taste the cleaner, there's not enough ventilation. If your eyes are watering, that's a problem. If you're getting lightheaded, congratulations. You're doing it dangerously wrong. Ventilate or die. Those are your options. Number 9. Professionals never clean when they can prevent, but you let everything build up until cleaning becomes an archaeological expedition. They put coasters under drinks so they don't have to scrub water rings later. They wipe spills immediately instead of letting them cement to the surface. They do tiny maintenance tasks daily so they never have to spend 6 hours scrubbing petrified grime off everything they own. You, on the other hand, let things accumulate until you need a jackhammer and possibly a priest to deal with it. I'll clean it later is your life motto, and later never comes. Then you're shocked, when that spill from last week has now bonded at a molecular level with your counter and requires actual tools to remove. Clean it when it happens. Wipe the counter after you use it. Don't let spills dry and harden and become science experiments. Professionals stay on top of things. You let things pile up until cleaning becomes a full day event that you dread. Then you wonder why they can clean a whole house in 2 hours while it takes you a whole weekend. Prevention, learn it. Number 10, professionals never rush through cleaning just to tick it off their to-do list. You're speed running through your house like you're trying to set a world record, barely making contact with surfaces, calling it clean, and then genuinely wondering why everything still looks terrible. Professionals will rather take 5 extra minutes and do it correctly than have to come back tomorrow and do it again. If you're going to clean, actually clean. Don't just wave a cloth vaguely near surfaces and call it a day. Don't spray something and immediately wipe it off without actually removing any dirt. Either commit to doing it properly or just don't do it and save yourself the pointless effort. This half cleaning nonsense where you kind of sort of clean, but not really, is just performance theater for an audience of nobody. Professionals take pride in their work. You should take pride in yours, even if it's just your own grimy house. Actually wipe until it's clean. Actually scrub until the dirt is gone. Or don't and keep living in filth. Those are your options. Number 11, bonus round, because I'm not done with you yet. Professionals never blame their tools when the real problem is that they don't know what they're doing. My vacuum doesn't pick anything up. Did you empty it, or is it literally bursting at the seams? This cleaner doesn't work. Are you using it correctly, or just spraying and praying? My floors still look dirty after mopping. Are you using clean water, or are you just painting your floor with dirty mop soup? Professionals know that 99% of the time, the problem isn't the equipment, it's the user. Your vacuum is probably fine. Your cleaner probably works great. Your mop is perfectly adequate. You're just using everything wrong and then blaming inanimate objects for your failures. It's not the vacuum's fault you haven't emptied it since last year. That's on you. Learn how to use your tools correctly before you decide they're broken and waste money replacing them. Read instructions, watch a tutorial, ask a professional. Just stop blaming your equipment when the real problem is staring at you in the mirror. Here's the deal. Professional cleaners get paid actual money to clean efficiently and effectively. They don't have time for your nonsense techniques that don't work. They've spent years figuring out what actually works and what's just theater. Everything they refuse to do, they have an excellent reason. You can keep doing everything the hard way, the wrong way, the I'm slowly poisoning myself in an unventilated bathroom way, or you can stop doing all the idiotic things that professionals refuse to do, and suddenly, magically, your house will be cleaner and you'll have time left over to do literally anything else. The choice is yours, but at least now you can't claim ignorance. You know what you're doing wrong. You know why it's not working. Whether you actually change anything is between you and your conscience. If this made you laugh, cry because you're guilty of all these, smash that subscribe button like your dignity depends on it. I make videos for people who need someone to lovingly roast them about their terrible life choices. Drop a comment and tell me which of these professional rules you're definitely going to ignore because you're stubborn and set in your ways. I appreciate the honesty, even if I don't respect the decision.